Morning guys. Well, this is where we've got up to so far. As you can see, we've got the lights on, got all the electrics done. We've got a couple of sockets on the walls, one that side, one that side, and then we've got the lights all done as well. At the moment we've put in these, what are they doing, LED strips, sort of like long strip lights. They look a little bit flickery on camera. We might have to get something a little bit better, actual, brighter as well. Yeah, something a bit brighter, just for us to be able to work in here. But at the moment it's given us enough light to see what we need to do. So we did have a small chest freezer. We've took that out. That had our bait in it. We've now put everything into the larger one. And as you can see, there's not much in there at the moment, but we've got our pre-packed squid that we've put into the boxes, and we find normally on the boat a couple of them is enough, isn't it? Yeah. But when we go beach fishing, we sort of probably do sort of 3 or 4 of them. We've got a big box as well, which we've got all our herring in that we netted last year. Some other bits and pieces, and then we've got we brought our fridge in as well. That was in our shed. We keep our ragworm and lugworm and that in there, more in the summer really. So that's switched off at the moment, but yeah, that'll be used in the summer. So all good. We're going to put up some shelving. Oh, we've also brought a diesel heater. A lot of people have there's been a couple of people said that they're absolutely brilliant. We thought we'd take the plunge with that, and we've ordered one. So when that comes, we'll fit that in here somewhere. We're going to have a little sort of muck around today, build some shelving, put some bits and pieces together. So we'll get that done, bring in the rods, bring in the other bits and pieces that we've got in the shed. Yeah, we'll go from there and just sort of make it more homely and a bit more of the boathouse. So yeah. So we've got a filing cabinet there. We keep all our lead and things in the bottom drawer, obviously the heavier things at the bottom. We've got this unit here made up. We've bought some boxes as well. We're going to get some more, and then we just bought a couple just to start us off, just to make sure that they do fit on the shelves, and we did measure them. And as you can see, well, that's our lead. We haven't really got much, have we, Dylan?
No.
There's a few weights in there, let's say. Yeah, that's going to make a few up in it, so we're right for that at the moment. So.
Okay, so the next stage is we've just got the racking up. We're going to weld up, or I'm going to weld up, using my welder, a bench, a metal bench with a plywood top. Basically, like I said the other day, with casters on, so we can wheel it outside and bits and pieces like that. So, going to weld it up now.
So whilst Dylan works out the dimensions for the bench and bits and bobs, I'm going to start putting some stuff in these boxes. So things like the sliding booms. We've got a box full of tackle and swivels, beads, hooks and all sorts that we used to use from here, but we're going to transfer it all, put them into these, and then we can label on there what ones are what's in what tray, etc. And we can also put all our weights in. I think Dylan's already mentioned about the weights, and we can put all them in there. Yeah, just basically I'm going to get that bit organised now, and yeah, Dylan will sort of measure up for the bench and sort all that out. So I'll get started and get cracking.
So we've just welded up the angle iron piece, got it completely level, completely square. So the plan is we've got the angle iron because the board can go straight up onto the top of it, if that makes sense. That'll recess in the board so it won't slide about. We might end up having to put support beams in the middle, but for now we're going to leave it like this, and then we're going to weld the legs onto it.
So it's extremely handy, Dylan being a qualified welder, and as you can see, absolutely brilliant. Well happy with that. So
That should last years, that.
yeah, onwards and upwards. So we've got our bench semi-made. Dylan's welded it all up, done a brilliant job on it. It's not actually level at the moment because obviously the patio's sort of on a bit of a slope. But yeah, it's pretty good. We're going to be able to get our plywood to fit inside of here. I think Dylan's talking now about putting a couple of braces across it to take that.
It's fairly solid, but it's still got a little bit of flex in it.
Yeah, it has. So we're just going to make that a bit more solid, didn't we? And
yeah,
you've got to, because obviously it's only been tacked together really at the moment. So you're just going to weld up them joints properly. But yeah, it's actually nice and square. It just might not look square on camera because obviously like the way the patio is going. But we've got the wheels to put underneath as well. And what we can do is we can just sort of chop the wheels up if need be. But it's not too much of a slope, but you can sort of see it slightly. But yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah. So here we have the final welded up bench. It's solid as a rock, that, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice.
We've just painted it in like a galvanised paint. So yeah, that should last ages as well. Especially being inside, it shouldn't rust at all. We'll keep our eye on it. Plywood top.
We're going to coat that, aren't we, with something? Probably.
Yeah, paint it or
varnish it, maybe something. But it's going to be a lovely worktop, isn't it? For
yeah, it's perfect like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plug socket exactly where we want it.
Yeah. We've got started to put some bits and pieces in the drawers.
Yeah.
Bits and bobs and some swivels and stuff. So it'll be handy. We can just literally you know, make up in here as we go along.
Might even get a couple of chairs, mightn't we? Put there, and we can sit down here and make our rigs and things.
Yeah. We've got a few storage boxes and stuff which we show you earlier on, and we're just going to sort all this lot out. We've got a
yeah, we've still got to sort out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we've got a load of stuff, but the main job is done. Obviously, it needs to be levelled up. Like I said about the patio slabs are not great, but I mean, me and you know, with a staller or something either side as well.
Yeah, and also it's quite lightweight, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
So we didn't bother with the casters. That is something that we can add eventually in the end, but we didn't bother with them because it's quite light. Me and Dad can easily pick it up and take it outside. And to be fair, we won't be doing lead making as much, obviously, as it will be inside. So we decided not to opt for them.
Yeah, looking good. Looking good.
We're there.
Alright, we might end up sort of fixing this to the frame, mightn't we, as well? Just
Yes,
keep it,
definitely level it up.
And, level it up a bit, and yeah, but looking good.
Yeah,
happy with that.
Starting to get in, aren't we?
Definitely.
Right, so that's it from us at Real Therapy Fishing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See you later, guys.